Alright everybody, we are back with yet another installment on this Guilty Gear Strive How to Play little guide that we've been doing over the course of almost a year. So, today we are doing the grappler of Guilty Gear, Potemkin. Now, he definitely has a lot of different things aside from his grappling, like some setup, especially his own little, gives you a little oki there. But we're going to start with the basics. Potemkin actually has pretty good normals, I'd say. But the thing is, like Nago, you see I'm dashing and it's not doing anything. He backdashes just like Nago, but he does not really move anywhere that much. So, like, this is his super jump. So, this is normals. Standing P, jumping P. His crouching P looks very funny because he looks like he's giving a handshake, but I would say these all are pretty good. His 6P is like kind of deceivingly good. The thing is, I think it's just a worse Testament who we're facing against now. You know how Testament kind of goes diagonally, it goes horizontally, but it's not terrible. It's got a nice little far slash. His this is actually pretty good just because it doesn't launch you far. Kind of like Kai's close slash. It doesn't launch you far, which gives you little 1, 2, 3, and then you do whatever you want. His jumping's actually pretty good. You see, like, it seems that some of these characters, their jumping slash is far better than their heavy. Like this, you have a lot of range to just go up top. This you don't. Like, you see, I barely connect that. But his this isn't a low, but it is crouching slash, so it's actually pretty good, I would say. It's got a nice little range to it. See, I'm barely hitting them. Let's see, got all of that. His heavy, obviously, very far. He does have a forward heavy, which launches the opponent and then sets him up pretty nice. It also just does quite a hefty bit of damage. You see, I'm just hitting 2 buttons. Let's see. So it's actually pretty good and definitely good distancing, even though that might not be what he wants. His Ks are pretty good, I would say. Like, that's a pretty good, pretty long distance down K. His jumping, I would not say it's that much, but I guess not a lot of people have good jumping Ks, so stands in line. His dust, just like normal. Just kind of like everyone else's, not happy chaoses. So, his jumping dust is actually... It doesn't really give you a combo, but this will disrupt everything that another opponent does. Let's see, there's one more. This right here. Let's say you get definitely a good setup. Like if you're in this distance, he goes and just like that, pretty good. It's a good tool for kind of being in this range. You just fly right into there and do what you want. Alright, I believe that's all for his normals. Now, being a grappler, he needs a jump, right? So, Mega Fist is actually, for new players, it's going to be difficult to kind of get. But, you could either input it to where you're going backwards or forwards. This, obviously, the little circle back and forth. This can get you in trouble. Let's say Kai hits you with a 2H, then you're definitely getting into trouble, but it's not the easiest to really block and stuff. And even then, you get corner combos. Let's see. And it bounces the character to where Potemkin's able to do that and then go back to space. And you know, I said maybe Potemkin doesn't want that space, but he has a way to really cancel that out. let's see, 1, 2. There you go. So Potemkin has a charge in both motions and practically how it is. So you just hold back, then the forward, and just like that, you're back in the opponent's face and back where you want to be. See here. Just do whatever you really want. Now, you know how grapplers won't like projectiles. Potemkin makes it so you don't need to do that anymore. So, let's see what button it is. This little flick, if you let's see if you just say Testament, throw something out and you get this, it comes back stronger, and it definitely hurts your opponent for definitely thinking they could keep that space. Okay, it's just a nice little projectile counter. You could definitely change the little timing here, but mostly you're going to want to instantly, as soon as you see that projectile, and it's right back at your opponent. Now, I believe there is a way... Yep, so if you hit light during... It stops right there, and you could just go in. Let's see, let me get... And just kind of go in, get a grab, do what you want, get a low, get a sweep. But other than that, let's go into his kind of air grab. So let's say your opponent is jumping, or you hit him with a DP motion, and you get him with some pretty good damage with that. Once again, it's a nice little anti-air, and if your opponent's blocking in the air, it does involve guard crush, and it gets you a pretty good little kind of position. Like, let's see you hit it. Say you hit them up in the air, and then you try that. And if they're blocking, and you're right in front of their face, and you could just go just like that and grab them. Now, I believe outside. Oh, Garuda Impact is kind of like Soul's Fenrir, where you hit them and they're kind of guard crushed, and then you can do your pressure. It's like, and then the sweep, then you do whatever you want. You could go Mega Fist into just whatever you want after that. But mostly people do in the sweep. But it's a pretty good mix-up tool in general. Let's say come on, Brandon. Just right in the grab. And just like it all sets itself up. So like that's why Potemkin has a lot of tools as a grappler to keep him as a grappler in a game with a bunch of projectiles. Now obviously he might not be the greatest against Happy Chaos, but he still has stuff there. Like Hammerfall has armor on it for one hit. Now his big one, it has the motion of his super and it does the damage of his super, but this is just a normal command grab. No meter, no burst, no nothing. So just to kind of to tip the hat to the grappler just completely. It also messes you. You could get messed up if you miss this, but you hit it. You get some pretty good reward out of hitting that grab. Now, his supers, his utility, what's funny is utility super has the motion of a normal super. This is a barrier. No projectiles can get out of it, and it chases you down. You can't get past it unless you jump over it, and even then, you should know that's pretty dangerous. His other super, just like Heat Knuckle, if your opponent jumping, or you get some pretty good damage out of that. So you might not want to jump if your opponent has meter, or make your opponents pay for jumping. Why are they jumping on a grappler? So that's actually pretty much it. Let me check one more time. Yeah, we pretty much went over everything. Potemkin is a grappler that actually has like good setup, and even like just normal combos that don't involve the grab, especially because his down heavy just kind of sets him up so well to get those combos, even to where like you get it. Even then, like, that's all from his 2H. It just helps him so much that some other grapplers might not have these tools, or even just a general mix-up tool like Garuda Impact, which you could just do over and over again, which with Flawless Defense maybe not, but like it's still a pretty good tool. You Flawless Defense and you're still like, let's say here with a guard crush, like it's not bad at all. I don't know why people call this character bad, but he's probably the easiest grappler I know, because he's got a full projectile counter. So Potemkin, I would say, is actually pretty good. I think underrated, but probably not to other characters, but he's still decent that I think a lot of new players will get around. Of course, maybe his, well, not even, his air normals are pretty good as well. So like if this is your first grappler, I feel like it's a good place to start. And that's just gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Please, I hope to see you in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.